Hello there, and welcome to the tutorial on making Light-O for your Street Legal Racing mod. Okay, as you can see, I have selected the tail light, and by the way, I have to apologize for the poor quality in sound because I have not updated my headset yet. Okay, what we're going to do now is select our tail light unit. I have removed the glass area because I don't need it. Now, as you can see here, this taillight has not gotten the right coordinates, so I'm just going to go to Hierarchy, Effect Pivot Only, Center to Object, back to Modify. Now, the way as it works, there you have the center grid. It's the same as the doors, or I should say, it's the same as the windows being attached to the doors. The light glow works the same with the light unit. Now, what I mean is the following. In order to have a correct placement of your light glow, make sure that the parent part, being the tail light unit here, is perfectly in the middle. That's why I have chosen Hierarchy, Effect Pivot Only, Center to Object, then back to Modify, so I can move this thing around while it has the right coordinates because it's dead center. Now, go back to move and just make all of this 0. Now, it's perfectly in the middle. As you can see from the grid, I will just remove the grid for now. Okay, now what we need to do is select our light glow. What we have is a city mode, we have a brake mode, we have a reversing and indicator mode. From real life, I know that this area here on the events is the mode or the light area that's usually on when the lights are on. So this is going to be our city mode. This is a reflector, the thing in the middle, but since we don't have reflectors in Street Legal Racing, I will just make that one a brake light. This little buddy here is going to be our reversing light, and that one over there is going to be our indicator. So I'm just going to select all those parts like so. I kept my control pressed so I can select multiple objects. And then I'm going to press down Shift and click on any of these arrows. Any will do. And then you will get a clone. I'll just name that one or click OK. Now I will convert this one to an editable mesh. Just select by element, and then I'm going to detach that part as glow. And there you go. Now what I'm going to do now is select my glow and move it back on the Y coordinate. I'm going to move that one back, because if I don't move this one back, the thing is that it will not show. If it's like here, you can see this is a closed off area, the light will not glow or not show. So I need to move it backwards like that. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to center it for now, and I am going to give it a coordinate of -0,5. There you go. And now I'm going to hide my unselected parts because I see... No, that's quite alright. Okay, now what we need to do now is we need to set a light texture. There are several ways of doing this. One of the ways is to modify the texture that you have used, like I have used. I'm just going to quick render here. I have used the texture that was provided with the GTA model of this car. I have used that texture for my lights. Now what you can do in Photoshop, for example, take that same texture and add a little contrast to it, or make it brighter, or use a lens flare to indicate the presence of light. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it simple. What I have done is I have kept my Ennula light glow texture in the RPK and in the texture folder, And we do not need to set specular level or a reflection or a deckable material or anything. We just need to use a diffuse color. As you can see from the RPK, it will only direct you to that light glow texture. So whenever you're using your own texture, be sure that you will rename or replace the annular light glow by your texture and the texture code, so that you will not need to change it for all the light glows. It will, the identification number will stay the same. Now I'm just going to choose a bitmap here, and I'm going over to my folder of the events, as you can see here, and I have my annular light glow. Now I'm going to open that one up, and I'm going to apply that show map in viewport to the material. And there you go. What a nice little mess this is. Brilliant. Not. So we're going to select all of this. Select by element, Control A. Go to your modifier list, select UVW or unwrap UVW, and just simply edit. And I know that's map 36 that I've chosen for it, so I'm going to options, advanced options, select till brightness to 0.5. Now you can see that all the light areas, or the light glow areas, are stacked up into this big mess. We need to flatten that map, or else we will have no clue of what we're doing, or we're just making it difficult on ourselves, and we don't want that. So go to mapping and flatten mapping, just leave these and press OK. And there you go. Now, from what I can see, this thingy here is that thing over there. It's all self-explanatory really. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move my brake light texture away. This is going to be my indicator. So I'm just going to scale that one down to make it fit in here. The reason why I do not pay much attention to the mapping of these parts is because of the fact they don't need to be decaled, they just need to show a texture for the light glow. Okay, now what we have here, this is our city light, so I'm just going to select all of that. Like so. I'm going to shrink it down to size, like so, and move it here. Now this is going to be our, reversing light, so I'll just move that one over there. And as I've said before, our brake light, and I'm going to move it over there. There you go. All the lights have been marked. Do not be afraid of the fact that the brake light is almost invisible at this moment. You can see it just like that, because in game you will have a glow to it as well. Now what we need to do is convert it back to an editable mesh, and we need to detach all the parts. I'm not going to rename them. Detach, because it's of no use. Now the important thing here is to go back to your hierarchy, effect pivot only, and center this one to object, because it will take those coordinates that it's on in game. Now we need to export this as the Invictus format. Go to our Street Legal Racing Cars file, and we are just going to go to the meshes folder. Now, I'm going to look for Taillight City, and I'm going to save that one. Yes, I will replace it, and I'll just delete it. I don't need it anymore. Now, object number 2, that's going to be our brake light. So again, center it to object, and then export the selected as L taillights brake. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to select that buddy over there by doing so, And that's going to be our reversing mesh. Okay. And finally, that one over there, that's going to be our indicator. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I have no clue why the indicators don't work for me. Even when I choose a original car from Street Legal Racing, save as indicator, it doesn't work. So I'm at a loss there. But since I have not seen too many cars with working indicator lights, in all honesty, I couldn't give a rat's ass about it. I'm just going to take you through the basics here. I'm just going to adjust my headset because I have the music from Street Legal on very loud. And I'm going to load my career. Vensis. This is just basically the same what I have done for the Laguna. I'm just going to go ahead in time. 12:45 a.m. Yeah, that's a good night time. Okay, now I have not done the front headlights. Of course, the front headlights are in the front. And I have not done the right tail light, so you can see the difference. Just look at that glow. There you go. Brake lights and the reverse lights. Perfectly in place. As you can see. And as you can see, there is a glow surrounding it as well. And if you look at the right tail light, you will see that the glow is very off. Whilst on my car, or my side, it's a lot better. The thing is with modifying your light glow like this, it will take some time to get it perfect. But for the moment, I'm quite happy with it. So I hope that you have a pretty good idea of the way to do it. If you have any questions or if I have not been totally clear, just let me know in the forums, okay? Then I will see you in a next tutorial. Okay then, bye for now.